There's a moment many women reach in midlife when something just shifts. You look around at the life you've built, your work, your relationship, your family, and for the first time in a long time, you start asking questions that are just about you. Who am I now that my kids are grown? Why does my marriage feel different? Why am I feeling so unsettled with my life? Why do I want something more or something different from the years ahead? How do I make new friendships at this stage in my life? How do I navigate menopause and intimacy as my body ages? So, if you felt a midlife shift or you're asking yourself any of these questions, you're not alone and you're not lost. You might just be waking up. Instead of calling it a midlife crisis, I like to think of it as a midlife awakening or a midlife reckoning when we start to consciously evaluate our lives and intentionally create the life we truly want for the next chapter. I'm Dr. Heather England. I'm a midlife woman, a psychotherapist, and a certified sex therapist. I spent years sitting with women and couples in the middle of exactly these moments, and I know how rarely we get to talk about them honestly. I want to change that. Midlife Unfiltered is a podcast for women who are done pretending midlife is just about hormones and hot flashes. That really is bullshit, and that makes all of us be minimized. It's for all of the women who are in their I don't give a fuck era, because women get to the point, usually in midlife, when they finally decide they don't give a fuck about living according to someone else's rules and expectations. Instead, they call BS on that and they want to start living the life that they really want. We're going to talk about the real stuff on this podcast, relationships that have changed after decades together, intimacy and sexuality that surprise you at this age, the grief of a life you thought you'd have, learning to shed things like perfectionism, overfunctioning, and living according to the rules and what I call the shoulds, and the unexpected freedom and excitement of building the life you really want, not the one you think you're supposed to want. Some episodes will move you, some will challenge you, and some might make you laugh out loud and think, oh my gosh, I can't believe someone finally said that out loud. I promise to make you think about your life and inspire you to make both big and small changes to improve it. You matter, and I want you to give yourself permission to choose yourself and whatever it is that you want and need to create a glorious life. Because that's what this space is, honest, unfiltered, and completely for you. Midlife isn't the beginning of the end. For so many women, it's the moment they finally start living on their own terms. If you're somewhere in the middle of your life and starting to ask what comes next, you're in exactly the right place. And I'm so glad you found this. This is Midlife Unfiltered. Follow or subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts. And if you want more information about midlife, check out my Substack, A Midlife Reckoning. The link is in the show notes. I'm so glad you're here and part of my midlife sisterhood.